Hey, it's Jimmy V here, NADA Convention. I'm here with Greg with Xenosurvey, and he's going to tell us a little bit about this innovative product that he's got here for dealers to increase their CSI.
Okay, Jimmy.
Walk me through the process here,
basically
as if I'm a dealer.
Okay, basically what we have here is a consumer comes up, gets his car serviced, okay? He gets in there, drops his car off, and you can see typically they wait a while and wait and wait. So this guy waits too long, and he wants to tell somebody about it. So he gets a survey device here that I'm holding in my hand.
Okay, and this is a pretty state-of-the-art interactive survey here.
Correct. And right at the point of service. So right when the emotions are highest, right when the accuracy of the information is going to be the best, he's going to get the opportunity to say it like it is. Okay?
So let me pause you here. So traditionally what would happen is a person would be mad when they leave the store, and then someone would try to follow up with the survey.
A week, 2 weeks later.
So they've already told like 11 people. I think that they say that when someone's mad, they tell 11 people. When someone's happy, they may tell 2.
That's correct.
Yeah. So they're going to tell a whole bunch of people by the time the survey even gets to them, and then that survey has to get back to the dealer.
Exactly.
So that could take 2 weeks.
Exactly.
The guy's already like blown his top and forgotten about it, and is just mad.
That's right.
So this cuts that.
And he's not going to fill out any surveys for any of the services he was done.
Okay.
So he's going to be given the opportunity right here to say it like it is. The cashier is going to put the RO number in, so we can have some tie into the service they were provided.
All right.
While they get their keys, while they check in their check out their credit card, they're going to take about 12 seconds and they're going to fill this survey out.
Oh, that's easy. Just touch the box.
Just touch the box.
And it puts a check mark there.
Now, and they can change their answers if they want while they're doing it.
Oh wow, that's cool.
Now, and we defeat the paper because you can never ask all the questions. So if they say, hey, this took too long, they can write it down right here.
And they can just write their biggest gripe right there.
Write it there. Or, hey, if they got great service, they can put it here too. Now the thing is, when they hit submit, they hand this back, there's nothing here. Okay? There's no confrontation. They just hand it back to the cashier and nothing happens.
She doesn't even know what they wrote.
Now in about 10 seconds, the service manager gets an alert based on that threshold.
Let's come over here. Show this is a picture here.
So as you can see, he's filling out the survey. In about 10 seconds, the service manager here says, hey, wait a minute, what just happened here? Oh, I see a couple of the items gave me an alert, and it took too long, is what he wrote. It says right here on the phone. He looks on here, took too long. All right? So he walks out, he's like, look, he's not going to tell the customer that he just saw a survey. He's going to walk out, he's going to be savvy, he's going to say, hey, how did we do for you today, Joe? You haven't been here for a month. You just say, well, you know what? I haven't been here for a month, and when I do decide to come in, I waited forever. So then the service manager has the opportunity to walk through the bill with him and say, look, here's why it took a while. And he says, you know, it took a while, but we did these things so you don't have to come back again. But we're sorry that you did wait so long, so free oil change next time you come in. So right there, he's addressed the problem. He had the opportunity to address the problem before he left, so he didn't tell 11 people that he was unhappy. He told 11 people that he got his situation turned around, and he's coming back next time because of that situation.
He might have forgotten that he was unhappy to begin with.
That's
the
exactly
guy does
right.
does a good job at,
so the accuracy of the information, the timeliness of the information, and the honesty of the information is right here.
Wow, that is.
So he walks away. The dealership just saved something from happening. Their CSI score goes up. Their CSI bonuses come back. They get to retrain their customers that they're paying attention to them. And then when that warning survey comes back to that customer, they're going to fill it out. They're going to mail it because the service center just treated them the right way.
What I really like about this is the fact that when the service manager gets the results of the survey, he actually has a chance to actually come up with an idea, a way to overcome the situation. Like ahead of time, he has a couple of minutes to say, okay, what can I do for this guy? Let me look at the situation, and then actually present the guy with a well thought out resolution to what he's upset about. I think that's very powerful.
And they can prioritize this. If they don't get a hold of them that day, and they have a stack of calls they need to make the next day, well, 90% of them might be like, hey, these service guys did a great job. But if 10% or 12 or whatever, they can prioritize those phone calls and say, look, if we don't get a hold of everybody, at least let's get a hold of these guys. The sooner, the better. But it's not a fact-finding mission. They're not calling them up going, how did you like our service?
No, they know.
They have the facts. They're calling them and saying, look, we know we screwed up here. So we're working with you to help fix this. Okay?
That's powerful.
And that optimizes the whole process. They're not spinning their wheels, trying to tap into who's happy, who's sad. They know. So they're making a focused, purposeful phone call, and they don't have to spend as much time doing it.
Now let me ask you this question, because automotive age, we're about helping the industry reclaim what was once, you know, a great industry. Not that it's not great now. It is great, but it's like a new hope. We want to bring new hope to the industry. We're in a turbulent time right now. How can this product and your company help dealers reclaim the glory and bring new hope back to the industry?
The reason that we're in this situation now is because the dealerships are having a hard time reaching out to the customers and figuring out what is it that makes them tick. And the reason is because only a small percentage will tell the dealerships what makes them tick.
They're afraid to.
And those that do are they're very neutral comments. They're not as emotional as you're going to get right at the dealership. We want to give that information to the dealers right on the spot, so they can make the most impact for every customer. And if you have the opportunity to survey 95 to 100% of your customers, only time they're not going to be given a survey is if you fail to give it to them. Otherwise, they're there anyway. They're waiting for their credit card to be run or their keys back or whatever. So they might as well fill it out and tell you exactly what's going on.
And this is pretty simple. I mean, it's wireless. It's not heavy. It's very simple to just hand back. It's not like it requires a lot of computer equipment locked up and tied down.
Completely flexible. They can justify. They can decide which questions are going to be there. They can adjust the thresholds on the internet. They can decide which questions are sensitive, which ones aren't, or how sensitive each one of those are. They can look at trends to see which areas are starting to go up or go down depending on what's going on in their dealership. So they have a lot of management capability.
This is really interesting. I think a lot of dealers can benefit. Obviously, we talked a little bit earlier about the benefit of having good customer service for a dealership. There's lots of money on the line a lot of times with this with customer service. Tell everyone how they can get a hold of you if they find this interesting, something that they might want to learn more about.
Okay. We're in Greensburg, right outside of Pittsburgh. We have our internet website, Xenosurvey.com, with an X, Xenosurvey.com.
Okay.
Our phone number is 724-850-7799.
Say that again, a little slower for everyone.
724-850-7799.
Okay.
And we're a young company trying to get out of the gate, and we're trying to get in there and show people there is a better way to touch base with your customers and actually get the information faster and more accurately and more honest.
Great. Excellent, Greg.
All right.
Hey, thank you for your time. We appreciate it. And I'm sure everyone will find this fascinating. I did.
Thank you.